Yo boys, what is up and welcome back to the admin account. Right now we have been doing a bunch of work off camera, not really anything too amazing, but we've done a couple of things. As you can see, we're I think fully maxed out from where we are in the game right now with all of our powers. I'm pretty sure we have every Supreme that has a Supreme, we have every Phantom that has a Phantom. I think Phantom's only that one, but we are still at area 15. We've not done anything there. But we've also gone through and we've gotten the better aura, a better aura there as well. We will be getting jewelry sometime in this video, probably like halfway through or something like that. I have to wait for Joseph to wake up. But basically, I'm just sitting here trying to, do some stuff. So Area 15 isn't maxed out right now. I'm trying to get it a little bit more maxed because that would definitely help us. But it does take a while, even with admin commands. Or admin items, I guess. Not technically commands. Our team is looking a little bit better as well. Nothing crazy. Now, what we do need to do is what I realize is we do need to do a lot more of the dungeons because we have to complete some of the dungeons for their rewards and all that. We also, I mean, would be nice if we did have like better like scout cloak and all that, but I don't really care too much. All right, let's go over here. Let's do damage. Boom. Let's turn that off. Sure, we'll keep this stuff on, put on our damage, there we go. So, I actually want to go over here, make sure we have our coffee, there we go, use the coffee, and then use our milk as well, there we go. Alright, so let's see if we can't complete this area. It's looking like we are one-shotting these guys now. We can also AFK these guys once we're a little bit stronger, because they do drop better energy swords for us, which is nice. We also can do a gleam raid. I don't even think we could do it right now. Let's see. 11 to 15. Gleam raid. Let's do like 5. Sure. 16, 20. Ghoul raid, like 5 of those as well. I don't even know. We just need some stuff, man. And then all those don't matter. Okay. So we should probably be able to move on decently soon, maybe? We need Yais and Silica as well. Okay. So shouldn't really take us too long. They're right here. The best thing about this account, genuinely, is just the attack range. It's so nice to be able to like complete all these quests pretty fast just because you have so much range. It's actually incredible. I did also go ahead and go do, I think, up until Area 12, or up until Area 13's SS quest, so we've done all those as well. Let's go over here. We have a Ripple Energy. Yeah, not one-shot anymore. We have, well, onomatopoeias. We have stands, which I guess I'll do a little bit of. It doesn't really matter. So Ripple Energy, stands. Okay. So what we're going to do is exchange shop, go to 16. Let's just do like 5k of each. 5k, 5k. These don't matter basically at all. So let's spin on all of these, see if we get anything great. I don't really care about any of these unless it's like a legendary or above. Even then, it's not going to be like that big of an increase whenever I do get one. It's just something, I guess. So let's spin for these. Alright, guys. We got a mythic. I believe it does. Yeah, this one does have a supreme, which obviously we don't have that right now, but that's okay. We got up to level 65 in this one. And then check our stands. Fighters, stands. Boom. We have a mythic and a legendary, so they're not too bad. Okay. Let's turn this off. Let's do energy. Here we go. So we can have our energy. We're getting... not too much, honestly. Like, for an admin account, I would think I would be getting more. But I am losing, like, what, like 3 times or something along those lines from not having the jewelry. That is a big thing. I don't really know what else I'm missing, to be completely honest. I mean, a bunch of achievements for sure. I need to do, like, the medium thing and all of that. Hard, missing an okay amount. Need to do some more Leaf Raid. Titan defense I could do in a minute. The Nightmare for sure. Gleam Raid, I'll do that in a second. Progression Raid, yeah. The Ghoul Raid. Okay, yes, let's go back to Area 15. Let's rank up whenever we can in just a second. Here we go. Alright, and then what I'm going to do is basically just sit here. Also, I can go over here. Boom. What I've been doing every single area, do this. And then lock these. And then we should be able to get a Phantom decently fast. We can not do Nightmare. We 100% cannot do Nightmare. All right, there we go. And then we can go to our index. Boom. There we go. There we go. We did all those avatars. Also, we've done a couple. Nice. So a little bit more stuff there as well. So basically, I'm just going to see you guys in a couple of minutes once we just sit here and grind up some power. Alright guys, well as you can see, we are ready to prestige, which is nice. But I do want to just reset really fast. 420 on damage because I want to go over to area 15 right now. There we go. I want to go all the way back here. And I want to try one of these gleam raids. Like I said, I'm not too sure how far we can go. But hey, doing at least a little bit means we can go to our achievements, scroll down, and get... at least right now we're getting a epic, which is a 4 times damage thing, which is pretty nice. Other than that, all we really need to do is the ghoul raid, which is area 17 or 16. I think 17. Chainsaw is 18. Tournament, we can't really do too much on. Progressional raid, I mean, we can do more on. I guess we can go do that in just a couple minutes. I guess doesn't really hurt. But now we're getting a 6 times boost, which is super nice. Titan defense, I mean, we could do more. But I think let's just go over here. Now we're doing a bit more damage. We're one-shotting these guys now. There we go. All right, see if we can't maybe get through this area. Maybe. We'll see. I am basically one-shotting these guys. But, yeah, these guys are the guys that are hard. We do decently defeat them, though. So, I mean, we will get there in a couple of minutes. It won't take too long. Let me finish this area really, really fast. Alright, guys, here we go. This honestly wasn't too bad. But nice. And now we have area, 17 unlocked. Nice. So only one more area after this. So we can unlock all of these pretty fast. Kagune, Shore, and then damage cells. So let's actually do a big thing here. Exchange shop, 16 and 20. Let's do Kagune. Let's do like 15,000 for both of these. Now, we do have, let's just do 30,000, sure. We do have a lot of other stuff that we can do, to be completely honest. We have just a lot of actual, like, just extra material that we have that we can, you know, change in. We have, like, 174k, you know, 193k. Like, we have a bunch of other stuff that we can change into, but right now it doesn't really matter. Alright, let's go back here. Let's spin for this stuff. Really, actually, let's do this one first. So, boom. Did we just get everything? I actually don't think we got a mythic, is the only thing we didn't get. Champions. Yeah, we just didn't get a mythic. That's really weird. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, so... Alright, there we go. So we have that now. So what I'm going to do is spin on this one and then spin on the Kagune as well. See if we can get at least like mythic on both, and then we can try to progress a little bit further as well. Alright guys, we got a Phantom here, which is nice. And then we also got a Supreme here, which is super nice. So all we really need is damage cells and the Kagune leveling, which is for the Area 17 thing. I mean, we can do maybe one of these. I don't even know if we can do any of these. Yeah, probably not, but we also don't have our damage on. Boom. Yeah, no, not really. Alright, so... that's okay. We still have some other stuff we need to do. We don't actually have much we need to do, to be completely honest. We just kind of need our achievements to be done a little bit more. And we also just need our... okay, 15. And we also just need the jewelry, which, like I said, we will get. But let's sit over here. We have 288 VGN. We can rank up soon. There we go. Boom, boom. We can rank up here, and then I'm just going to sit here on this guy and see if we can AFK to get a bunch of these 1% swords, because they're pretty nice. But if we want to look at everything, we're maxed out on most stuff, like hockey upgrades. Like they're basically, like, all these little things are almost maxed. Like we have a couple levels we obviously need on this one. There's obviously like just a bunch of things we're missing a couple of levels on, but it's not like anything crazy. Like a lot of them are maxed as well. Like all these are maxed. Besides that, that one's maxed. That's maxed. But like all these like progressionals, like these are all maxed. All the progressionals are relatively maxed, or at least pretty close. Besides that one, because that one's buns. 10 progression is, I think this one only has 110. If not, I'm goofing. Yeah, max there. That one doesn't matter. Sins is maxed. Commandments we've not maxed. Energy progression is maxed. Fortitude is 150. About 150. Yeah, basically 150. Okay. Not great. Kaju's done. That one's done. I'm pretty sure these are all maxed, if I had to guess. Max. These ones aren't, though. These are the ones I was grinding earlier. They're pretty close, though. And then these ones is what I'm doing right now. We have this one max. We have this one max as well. We're getting the swords as well, which is nice. And then, yeah, we just start working on these ones, which we'll have to go back and get our ripple energy maxed out, all that stuff. We'll have to get this one to a supreme as well. But yeah, right now trying to work on these swords. They're gonna be a 50% each, so a 1 times multiplier for our energy whenever we get these maxed out. So let me just AFK on this for just a bit. Alright guys, so after a bit more grinding, we are rank 82. I don't actually remember the ranks. I don't know if there's 90 or 85. I actually don't remember. I think there's 90. I'm pretty sure on my main account I'm like 87. But we do have the jewelry now, the Goat Joseph. We have all the jewelry, which is super nice. So we're not really missing that much. We do have, if we go to our powers, everything is max now. All the stuff is maxed besides our Gleam Raid, which we will go back to once we have a little bit more energy. And then this Ghoul Mask, which we were trying to get right now. This, we can only get to like 50 or so right now, which isn't crazy. We are Prestige 3 as well, so we do have a lot of stat points that we have into energy right now. So that's super, super nice. I don't really know, like, we are missing a couple of things, but, like, it's not like that many things. I don't know. We have the best damage ore, we have the best energy ore, we have that. So that's kind of all we necessarily need. And then, like I said, most of our like things are like barely not maxed out, so I'm just not even really gonna worry about them because they just take forever to like max out whenever they're like barely not maxed, if that makes sense. So we're just gonna leave all of that stuff, but we do have like literally everything, all the gotchas maxed out now. But right now we're just working on getting the damage cells, which is nice, and then upgrading our cognate while we're getting some ghoul raid stuff as well, or some ghoul masks, sorry. So that's what we're kind of working on at the moment. Let's see here. Yeah, we still only have a legendary. The best is supreme. I only have a mythic on the main account, so I'm probably just going to go for at least a mythic, and then we're done there. Yeah, and then, I mean, we can switch over to energy, gain energy, and all of that stuff as well. We might be able to beat this area completely. I don't have the quest or anything like that, but, I mean, we will see. If we can beat this area, then I'll move on to the last area. Now, the last area, we cannot exchange stuff. We do only have 200k right now, but we cannot exchange stuff for any of this stuff, so we're actually going to have to grind that area out a little bit. So, I'm not too sure if we're actually going to be able to make it there or what, but I guess we will see. If anything, if, like, worst comes to worst, we'll go back through the game and, like, complete more challenges for achievements and all of that stuff. Like, I'll actually have to go back and fully grind all this stuff to max out, I guess. Alright guys, we have done about like 10 or so more raids. We have, I think, yeah, just the mythic. I don't know why it's so hard to get the Phantom or Supreme. It's crazy. But, we should be able to go over here now. Do this, cognate leveling. We have to unequip. I don't think we can max this out, or even kind of close. I believe that there are 50 levels to this. So, I mean, this is probably going to take a minute. It also looks like we are doing 0 damage. Probably without this, I don't know. But maybe we'll get to like 40 or so. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, guys. I mean, 44. Not bad. Alright, so boom, boom. Best for damage. There we go. Alright, we're doing a bit more damage now. We also do have all of our stats on damage right now. So 8.72 times damage, which is pretty nice. Let's get that out. Boom. I mean, damage, drops. Sure, it doesn't really matter. I think we already got the mythic here. I don't actually remember. There we go. Okay, so quests. Yeah, we should probably accept these. Alright, we'll be doing a bunch of these. There's also a secret quest thing here. If you guys didn't know, in the very back, right over here, there is a CG quest, or, yeah, CCG quest. Basically just gives you some stuff. It's not, like, crazy or anything, but there's no point, I guess, not to accept them. So, I guess, might as well. There we go. Sure. I'm not going to defeat Dino, but whatever. Okay, so let's start working on this. We can also, I mean, just like lock this just for no reason. I mean, we should be able to get this quest completed relatively fast just because we do open, yeah, just because we do open so much at a time. Um, boom, boom. I mean, do we have the star ones done? 2,000 out of 10,000? No, but it won't be that bad. Okay, so let's do these really, really fast. I don't think that we need any, like, actual stuff here. Yeah, we don't actually need any more materials here, I guess. So, we might as well just keep it on going. And we should be able to get out of this area relatively soon. Alright, guys, there we go. So, we've already done this. So, we can move on to the last area in the game right now, which is super, super nice. Now, obviously, as you can see, we're doing 0 damage. But what I want to do is turn off everything. I'm going to do the fried egg. I'm going to turn that off. Boom. Okay, there we go. So we just have star stuff on. Let's reset this. Let's, like, sure, because it only goes up to a certain amount anyway. There we go. And then we can... I mean, just best for luck. Yeah, there we go. Because we have the jewelry now, which is nice. I don't know if I'm missing anything, to be completely honest. I could be. But I'm not too sure. So there we go. We've gotten all this stuff. Let's open until we have the Phantom. We unlocked a star thing. So let's see whenever we do unlock the Phantom. There we go. We did just unlock a Phantom, which is nice. 325. Alright, that's not too bad. So, we're not going to lock or delete our Phantoms, actually. Also got to go back through all those things in a minute. But I'm going to sit here for a couple of minutes, maybe like 10 or so minutes, and just auto-open, because we do open so much at a time. I want to see if we can't get a couple of Supremes from this last area, and just a bunch of Phantoms and stuff like that. Maybe we can get a full team of at least Phantoms from this area. Yeah, we're getting a lot, because... we do have, like, what, 50 or so equipable guys that we can have. So, if we get a lot, it'll just probably increase our power by a decent bit. Alright, guys, it's been a couple of minutes. Let's see here. We do have a decent bit. They're not too bad. I don't really care enough to get a full team of them, to be completely honest. I mean, it is almost like double, kind of, but it's not like that big an increase, so I don't actually care too much. Let's do 872. There we go. And let's put on our energy really fast. Yeah, our energy is going up quite a decent bit. We need that on. And that on. Okay. So I guess while we're just sitting here, we might as well go and do, like, this raid thingy. And I'll just go through all of the different, like, raid type things if they pop up. Like, achievements. Let's see here. So, I can't really do anything with any of this. Medium dungeon. We do need to do the hard dungeon, but I mean, probably won't if it doesn't pop up. We need to do the leaf. That's a very big, like bunch of energy that we're missing out on. We can probably get to, like, at least 1,000. The Titan defense, we for sure need to go back there, do Titan defense. That's 2 things. Restaurant raid we've completed. Nightmare, we can probably do a little bit of. I'll see if I can't do that. The Gleam raid, we're definitely gonna need to go back for. We've done the Kaiju. The Ghoul raid, we can't do any more of. Progression raid, we can probably do a lot more of, so we're gonna have to go back there. So we have, like, 4-ish things we need to do. We can't do the chainsaw, and then we're doing this one right now. So let's see how far we can get. I think on the main account, I'm not even, like, that far. So, I mean, we will have to see. But it shouldn't really take us too long. Hopefully we can get some stuff, because I don't know necessarily what else I would need to do right now. Honestly, let's just do this exchange. Boom, 9,000 of that. It's not, like, too much, but let's see if we can't at least, like, max this out, just because why not? Alright, guys, and after a bunch of grinding, we came back to the Gleam raid, completed that as well, so now we have our max out Gleam raid. Progression raid, we went back to. Tournament raid, we did go back to. Couldn't really do too much there. Restaurant raid's done. So, Titan raid also done. So, basically, all we need to do is the Leaf raid. I mean, that happened not too long ago, so we might not do it. We'll see. We'll see if we really need it. But our damage is on. We're not doing great damage. Can't lie. It's not great. Not very great. But, I mean, I guess we'll see. We do need to be strong enough in order to do the raid here. That would be nice. So, I mean, I guess let's just put back our energy. There we go. Like, can we rank up now, maybe? I don't really know. I mean, there we go. I don't necessarily know what else to do right now besides just trying to rank up and stuff. I mean, the only thing we're really missing right now, I believe, is our mythical wool mask to be maxed out, which is a supreme, which I don't even have that in my main account. I mean, this could be a supreme. That would be a little bit extra stuff. I don't really care about it too much, though. Our stats are on energy. I could change them to damage to beat this guy. That's what I'm going to do, actually. So, 8, 7... That's a 6. 8, 7, 2. There we go. And then put our damage on. Oh, we don't have, like, any energy now. Bruh, I goofed. Alright, it's fine. Let's reset that one more time. We do have a lot of resets. Doesn't really matter. 872. There we go. So 4.92 to 47. Yeah, big difference. I'm gonna sit here, gain up a bunch of energy, probably rank up one more time, and then we can put our damage on, and then we can defeat these guys and get the enough spins. We'll see. But other than that, I don't necessarily know what to do right now. I guess while I'm AFKing or grinding, I guess I could go and see if I can't get a better accessory, a better scout cloak is, I guess, what I'm gonna go do. And I'll see you guys back in just a little bit. Alright guys, so we have one last thing to try. We might also be doing another video about this, just getting absolutely maxed out. If you guys want that, let me know in the comments. But as of right now, the only thing I can really do is go over here, turn this off, boom, sure, put my stats, reset all those, boom, not that button again. And then there we go. So we have 8 times more damage. Make sure we have our damage team on. And then let's go over here and test out if we can do any of this. We can do some of it, which is very nice. So we're getting the Akuma damage, which is okay. Akuma powers would be pretty nice. So if, you know, the game would be kind enough to do that. There we go. So we have, I mean, 2 times more damage. It's something. It's not, you know, terrible. I mean, yeah, this definitely helps. All this stuff definitely does help, because these guys drop everything from this area. If they didn't have a defense here, honestly, I don't even know if we'd be able to get any of this stuff, because the guys are way more powerful. Like, the guys that drop the Akuma damage or whatever are pretty powerful, so we probably couldn't even afford to get any of these right now, so definitely does help us out a decent bit. We already got the Mythic. It does go all the way up to Supreme. 7 times, though, from 2 to 7. So pretty big deal, to be completely honest. And it looks like, yeah, I'm one-shining the guys now, which is pretty crazy. There are little achievements for this as well. So I'm just going to keep on going until we don't, like, one-shot these guys or whatever anymore. I'm just going to stand in the middle, I guess, because our range is so big. The good thing about this account is the fact that, you know, regularly you can't actually, like, AFK unless you just one-shot them. You'd have to, like, walk back and forth, because it does take a while to defeat them. But since I have OP weapons that are 500 damage, I have big damage from my accessory, I believe. Actually, no, I have 0 damage from my accessories. But I do have a lot of range. I can kind of just sit here and basically kill them whenever they walk out of their spawn, which is super helpful. And we'll be getting a bunch of these damage and energy things while we're going. So I'll sit here, probably do this for a couple of minutes. Maybe I'll do it a couple times over, and I'll see you guys back in just a bit with maybe a Phantom or something like that would be nice. If we get a... Is there a Supreme? Yeah, if we get a Phantom or Supreme here, we can probably rank up quite a few times, which would be nice. Alright, guys. Well, we at least have a Phantom, which is a 12 times, which is pretty nice. We also have this. We have a couple of these. Let's see. We also got a Phantom here. Okay. I feel like the luck on this account has been absolutely insane. We've only had to hit Pity for a Supreme 1 time, but it's okay. Let's just leave here. So exit. I mean, we are doing much more damage, obviously. Still not great damage, but more. Yeah, we're one-shotting the D guys, all that stuff. There's not really much of a point. Let's, stats, reset, boom. 880. There we go. Yeah. Yep. Okay. There we go. 880. Let's put on all of our energy and boom, 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 boom. All right. Yeah, our energy is going up quite a bit faster. But I think that will do it for this video, guys. If you guys do want another video of me basically maxing out, all I really have to do is just go back and do some of the progressionals and then AFK a little bit more. Get my power up, get a couple more levels, all that stuff. It probably won't be that long. I'll have to go back and do all the SS quests and all that stuff. But If you guys would want to see that, let me know in the comments below, because if we do get max like that, we will literally be super powerful. I want to see like just how strong we can get. Once again, I say this in every video, this account is not on the leaderboard. It cannot be on the leaderboard. It is completely blacklisted, and I always play in a private server, that way I don't disturb other people's playing. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please like, subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace!